How's it going, guys? It's Brad. So yeah, the WWE Smackdown review from last night. Let's get started. So Smackdown starts off with Miz TV. Miz, of course, having Jeff Hardy as a special guest as Jeff Hardy gets ready to defend the United States Championship at Backlash against Randy Orton. So yeah, then Randy Orton comes out. Of course, Miz is trying to say why Randy Orton isn't wanting to beat up Jeff Hardy after Jeff Hardy's come in and interrupted Randy Orton a couple of times for matches. And Randy Orton says that he has nothing against Jeff and that they're both on the same page. Of course, Miz is trying to stir the pot, of course, bringing up the SmackDown top 10 list where Randy Orton was ranked 9th. Randy Orton, of course, saying he doesn't give a damn about no top 10 lists. Honestly, who gives a damn? Because they haven't done another top 10 list since, because I don't think anybody cared. So yeah. But of course, that minute, it did not work. Then Shelton Benjamin comes out. Shelton saying that that Randy Orton doesn't deserve a U.S. title shot after Shelton beat Randy Orton in the ring last week. Yeah, also Miz tried to mention that Jeff Hardy cost Randy Orton his match last week against Shelton Benjamin. But then Jeff Hardy says that he didn't even interfere, and it was that pussy-ass Sunil Singh, which that is true. So then, as soon as Shelton Benjamin gets in the ring, Randy Orton goes to attack him. Miz attacks Randy from behind. Jeff then grabs the Miz and throws him in the corner. Then Jeff Hardy hits a suicide dive onto Miz from the top rope. And then we get an impromptu tag team match. We get Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton against Miz and Shelton Benjamin. I don't know why we're having two opponents for Sunday team up with each other. Like, that's goddamn retarded. But yeah, continuing on, back and forth match. Match ending after Randy Orton hit the vintage DDT from the middle rope onto Shelton and Miz. Randy Orton will hit the RKO on Shelton. And then Jeff Hardy will hit the Swanton Bomb, and Jeff Hardy gets the 3 count for the win. But right after the match, Randy Orton will hit an RKO out of nowhere on Jeff Hardy for post-match assault. Yeah, they may be friends in that match, but come Sunday, when it's one-on-one for the U.S. title, it's every man for himself. After that, we get 2 interviews. We get 2 backstage segments. We get one with Becky Lynch backstage with Asuka in the locker room, where Becky's taking fault for Asuka losing her first match on SmackDown. Saying it's 100% Becky's fault. Becky's better than this, and that Becky needs to make changes to go anywhere in her career. Of course, Asuka telling Becky that was last week. Time to move on and focus on the next match. And you know what? Asuka's right. You can't live in the past. You gotta move forward. So yeah, after that, we get another backstage segment. We get Sheamus and Cesaro. The Bar, they're officially stars on SmackDown. They have their contracts. They run into the New Day backstage, and this is where New Day is now more cringeworthy than ever. Because New Day comes, they have a butler serving pancakes. They try to hand some to Sheamus and Cesaro, but then Sheamus and Cesaro decide to throw the tray in the air. And this was while Big E was putting goddamn baby oil on. Like, this cringe is so unreal from these 3 fucks. Of course, then Sheamus challenged Xavier Woods to a match, and Xavier accepted. So yeah, after that, we get a segment in the ring. We get Big Cass coming out. Big Cass, of course, trying to cut a promo for his match with Daniel Bryan at Backlash, where, of course, Big Cass saying that Daniel Bryan looks like all the fans, and that a WWE wrestler should not look like a fan. They should look like a 7-foot tall guy. And that Big Cass will shove Daniel Bryan's teeth down his throat. We've heard that one before. And that Big Cass is going... Of course, Big Cass remind everyone that Daniel Bryan looks a lot like him. So yeah, Big Cass, yeah, in that story last week, he went from being bullied to being the bully. So that story makes no sense. Then, of course, Daniel Bryan's music hits. Then a little midget dressed as Daniel Bryan. I mean, little person, because if I call him a midget, I'll offend people. And I'm not willing to get flagged, so we'll call him little person, okay, folks? So, a little person dressed as Daniel Bryan comes out. Big Cass is trying to mock Daniel Bryan, saying that he gained height. Then the little person kicked Cass in the leg 3 times. And then Big Cass is telling Daniel Bryan, calm down with your temper tantrum. And it turns out that the little person is actually a famous actor in Montreal, known as Pierre Lebois, or something like that. I never heard of him, and I don't care. So yeah, then while Pierre was doing the bow, Big Cass would deliver a big boot to the little guy. Then the refs would come out to separate Big Cass from him, as the crowd is chanting "Casshole." You know, because it's the polite way of saying asshole. Because, you know, wrestling fans are the most asshole fans in wrestling and sports. Or in any form of entertainment. So we're trying to clean up our act. Yeah, at least we're polite in Canada. But anyway, moving on. Next up, we get another segment. We get AJ Styles in the ring with Renee Young. Of course, AJ addressing the controversy at the Greatest Royal Rumble house show in Saudi Arabia, where the match between AJ and Shinsuke ended in a double countout. And of course, Paige at the start of the show said that the WWE Championship match between AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura at Backlash will now be a no disqualification match to guarantee that there is a winner. Of course, AJ goes out. He talks about how Shinsuke Nakamura keeps aiming for the wrong jewels with his low blow after low blow after low blow. I'll admit, even though Shinsuke's a heel, the low blows are starting to get old. Like, it's becoming the same old shit. It's the same old shit. The same old shit. Same song and dance every single week. Why should I fucking care? Why do I even watch? It's so fucking dumb. But yeah, of course, Shinsuke Nakamura demanding an apology, a public apology from AJ Styles. AJ refute for AJ's unsportsmanlike acts. AJ refusing to, saying that there's gonna be more to come for Shinsuke at Backlash now that the match is no DQ. And that AJ vows to remain WWE Champion. Then Samoa Joe comes out. Of course, Samoa Joe saying that AJ shouldn't focus on his match. He should focus on the one where Samoa Joe will show why Roman Reigns' boring fuckface is a failure. He is a failure. You don't need to prove much more, Samoa. And then Samoa Joe says, after he's done putting the big dog to sleep, the big dumb fuck, Samoa Joe says he's coming after whoever holds that WWE Championship, whether it be AJ Styles or Shinsuke Nakamura. Then Shinsuke Nakamura's music hits while Samoa Joe is on the stage ready for Shinsuke. Shinsuke would come in through the crowd and hit another low blow on AJ Styles. What the literal fuck? Why are we doing the same old shit? God damn it, God damn it, you got Shinsuke and AJ. You can do something better than this. Come on. Then Shinsuke Nakamura goes on and hits a Kinshasa on AJ Styles and then poses standing tall with the WWE Championship. But yeah, anyway, moving on. Next up, we get a one-on-one match. We get Sheamus versus Xavier Woods. Back and forth match ending. While Cesaro and Anu, they brawled. Sheamus will throw Xavier Woods to the barricade, throw Xavier back in the ring. And as soon as Sheamus got back in the ring, Xavier Woods would roll up Sheamus to get the 3 count for the win. So Sheamus is not victorious in his first night on SmackDown. Of course, then we go to a backstage segment. We get Paige in her office. Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville of Absolution are in their office. Of course, as they are new stars on SmackDown as a result of the shakeup. Of course, Paige telling Mandy Rose that Mandy will not get a women's championship match. Instead, next week she'll get a one-on-one match with Becky Lynch. Paige also telling Mandy and Sonya that Absolution is pretty much no more. Because Paige is now a general manager and has bigger things to worry about. That is true. You got a lot more responsibilities. I think it's Daniel Bryan put it. A lot more responsibilities and a lot of paperwork you got to do as general manager. And then Paige ended it by telling Mandy and Sonya that things are a lot different on SmackDown than Raw. And saying on SmackDown, if you want a shot at anything, they have to earn their opportunities. So yeah, anyway, moving on, we get to our main event, a 6-women tag match. SmackDown Women's Champion Carmella and the Iconics of Billie Kay and Peyton Royce against Charlotte Flair, Asuka, and Becky Lynch. Back and forth match. In the end, Asuka will lock in the armbar on Peyton Royce and get the submission victory. Asuka's first win in, I think it's 2 weeks. So yeah, Asuka's back on the winning track again. And rebounds from that loss. So yeah, and that's how we end SmackDown. SmackDown right now was a pretty good episode. I'll go 6 out of 10. Pretty decent. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. No, it's a pretty good week for me. You know, just got my taxes done. Just found out I'm gonna get around $310 back in my taxes, so that's pretty good. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. Hope everyone has a great day. I will try to do the Detroit Lions draft recap video whenever I get a chance. I haven't been able to because I've been lazy. You know, I also got the Backlash predictions coming out along with, and depending on what my work schedule is next week, there's a good chance I will be doing reactions to Backlash, of course. And you got the pay-per-view reviews. So yeah, you got those to look forward to. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Hope everyone has a great day, and yeah, peace out.